I'll kill you all.
Sara Qin, the criminal, disrespected her parents. She broke every rule for a wife, jealous and spiteful, unable to bear children. Today I divorce her.
How dare you?
Stop!
Nicholas Shang, I warned you. If you hurt her even a little, I'll tear you to pieces.
Josh! Are you okay? Josh, are you all right?
Josh, I always knew you'd show up. Too bad for Sara Qin, as dumb as a rock, still doesn't realize she's trusted the wrong person. And thanked the wrong man.
Josh. That day at the river, it was you who saved me.
I'm sorry.
Sara, I can't protect you anymore.
No!
No! Josh!
I will never forgive you both. Josh, if there's a second chance, I swear I won't make the same mistake again. This was my yard before I got married. How is this possible? Could it be I got another chance to live this life all over again?
Well, look at you. You little brat. Still trying to hide?
Hold her down.
Ouch! You little bitch! How dare you kick me? I'll beat you to death today. Ah!
Given another life, I swear I'll get justice with my own hands.
You!
If you don't want your fingers, I can help you with that.
Mrs. Qin said, Lord Nicholas and Miss Karen are truly in love. Mrs. Qin and Mrs. Shang have already arranged the engagement. You'll be the wife. Miss Karen will be demoted to a concubine. What are you complaining about?
If Karen wants to throw away her dignity, that's her problem, not mine. Besides, my mother has already passed away. In this house, there's no Mrs. Qin anymore.
The Mrs. Qin I'm talking about is obviously Mrs. Jessica. Oh.
So you mean concubine Jessica, huh? I didn't know father had made her the lady of the house and put her in charge of everything.
Well, even though Duke Travis didn't say it outright.
If he didn't say it, who gave you the nerve to change how you address her? You worthless servant. How dare you disrespect your master?
Ouch! Miss Sarah, I...
Get out!
I won't do it again. Why aren't you leaving yet?
Jessica, Karen, the Shang family. This time, every humiliation I've suffered, I'll return it all. Lily, what happened to your face?
I'm fine.
Who did this to you?
It was Judy.
Guess that's what you learned in the countryside. No manners at all.
Oh! Sarah, what are you doing? How did she hit you? You hit her back twice as hard for me.
You wouldn't dare.
As your master, I'll show you just once. Watch carefully.
Ow!
Stop it. Keep your arms straight. When you hit, be quick, precise, and forceful. That way your own hand won't hurt. Got it?
Sarah?
How dare you hit Judy? She's my nursemaid from my dowry. A concubine is still a servant. A concubine's nursemaid from the dowry is even less than a servant. If I want to hit her, do I need to pick a lucky day for it?
Such foul language. So arrogant and out of control. Sarah, someone like you will never be welcome in the Shang family.
It's always been tough to be a stepmother. Nicholas, don't let these petty things come between you and Sarah.
Sarah, I know you're still upset about being sent away to the countryside years ago, but that was because you were said to bring bad luck. It was father's decision. It had nothing to do with my mother.
Showing disrespect to your elders brings misfortune. Sarah, you really have a vicious heart.
I had no idea the Shang family had such rules. So even a concubine can be called an elder now. You're my fiancé, yet you had an affair with my younger sister. Nicholas Shang, Karen Qin, the two of you are honestly disgusting.
Sarah, how can you say that? Nicholas and I truly love each other. We're in love.
That's all.
You lost your virginity before even getting married. You two are nothing but thieves. Shameless.
Karen is your sister. How can you talk about her like that?
When the master of the house is speaking, a concubine should know her place. From what I see, Karen's behavior is so wild. It must be because the ones above her set a bad example.
You can't force love. I'll give you one more chance. If you agree to become a concubine and let Karen be the lady of the house, I'll still let you marry into the Shang family.
You people are unbelievable.
Nicholas, are you out of your mind? If you can't speak properly, then just shut up.
You.
The mighty Shang family wants to marry a concubine's
Daughter as the legitimate wife.
You'll be the laughingstock of the whole city. Don't drag me down with you. This marriage was approved by His Majesty. Tomorrow I'll go to the palace and ask for the imperial decree myself, just to grant your wish.
You wouldn't dare. Don't forget, I was the one who saved you at the city moat.
Nicholas, you lied to me first, then humiliated me after. Do you really think I don't know the truth?
What?
I'm definitely telling your father about everything you've done. He will send you back to the countryside.
Fine. I'll wait. But this time, the one getting sent back definitely won't be me.
Mom, what am I supposed to do? I'm already pregnant. I can't afford any delays.
Don't worry. If I could get rid of that brat back then, I can do it again now. She dares disrespect me. I'll make sure she pays for it.
Jessica holds grudges. She is ruthless. After what happened today, she'll definitely twist things in front of Father. I need to get ready in advance. Next, we've got a tough battle ahead. Jessica is always good at acting. In my last life, she drove a wedge between me and Dad. But this time, the truth is right in front of us. Dad, please don't let me down.
Sir, please don't be upset.
Sara! How dare you talk back to your elders and fight with your sister? Do you even regard me as your father?
Elders? When did I ever talk back to you, Dad?
Sir, let it go. Sara is still just a kid.
Of course you're always so kind. She's disrespectful to you, yet you still defend her.
So, everything concubine Jessica said was true after all. Dad never really cared about me. That's why you left me out in the countryside. And now that I'm home, I just get bullied by everyone. Even the food I eat is just the leftovers from the retainers.
When did I ever say that?
You're in charge of everything in this house, so what's going on here?
Sir, you have to believe me. I didn't do anything.
Dad, you don't have to be angry. This food is already 1,000 times better than what I had in the countryside. I should be grateful.
What about these injuries?
Just some minor cuts. No need to worry, Dad. Compared to Sharon in the countryside, Judy is much gentler. Even though I don't know what I did wrong, if you want to punish me, Dad, I'll just accept it. The worst case, you can always send me back to the countryside. Either way, I'll survive.
Come on, get up! Didn't you say Sara was doing just fine in the countryside? Then what's all this about?
Dad, please don't be upset. Sharon must be lying. Mom doesn't know anything about it.
That's right, sir. I've worked myself to the bone for the Qin family all these years. How could you ever doubt me?
Oh, stop crying. I'm just asking a question. Look at you. There's so much going on in this house. Your mother,
Father. Since when could a concubine be called mother? Is this some new rule from the emperor? Or a new tradition in the Qin family?
It's just a title.
Father, you once stood before Mother's tomb and swore that you'd never remarry. Was all that love between you and Mother just a lie?
Of course not. The love between your mother and me. I've never dared forget it all these years. I'd never deceive her.
As long as you remember, Father.
Stop crying, it's bad luck. If I catch you pulling these shady tricks again, you won't be running this house anymore.
Get out. You useless mutt.
Miss Sara, Mrs. Shang invited all the young ladies over for tea. Mrs. Qin specifically asked me to bring you this dress. She said she wants to take you.
Got it. Go back and tell concubine Jessica. I'll definitely be there.
Miss Sara, are you really going to wear this? They're obviously trying to embarrass you.
The same old trick. Jessica, do you really think I'd fall for it again?
Sarah, what happened to your face? It's so ugly.
Ha ha ha!
Mrs. Ruth Shang is ruthless and vain. In my previous life, Karen plotted the same trick. Ruth Shang, who already looked down on me, turned to hate me, making things difficult at every turn. But this time? Lily.
Yeah?
Will Princess Naomi Jia be at the tea party tomorrow? Yes.
Miss Sara, Princess Naomi will be there. Why do you want to know?
I have my reasons.
It's her.
Hey, Sarah, it's so hot today. Why are you wearing a veil?
Your left eyebrow's longer, right one's shorter. Dark circles, uneven cheeks. Did you even look in the mirror before you left? It's fine. Let me help you, sis.
Sarah, what did you put on my face?
It's the powder Jessica gave me.
Sarah, I'm going to kill you.
Ah!
Ah!
Karen!
The little girl's gotten smarter. She's quick with her moves. Not bad.
What happened?
Lord Nicholas, someone asked me to give this to you. Go run another errand in a bit. The show is about to start. We need audience.
Yes.
I just hope this time that girl finally sees the truth. Nicholas Shang is definitely not the right guy for her.
Such a small matter. Yet it's made everyone so embarrassed. Honestly, it's so tacky and uncultured.
I was just trying to help her fix her makeup. What's wrong with that?
Cheap things. My Karen would never use that kind of stuff.
Cheap things? But this is clearly what you gave me, concubine Jessica. Or, concubine Jessica, did you give me cheap makeup on purpose?
Sarah,
You're set to marry into.
our family. There's a long road ahead. You'd better not push things too far, or you'll end up with nowhere to turn.
So Nicholas Shang and Karen Qin have been sneaking around together. Forcing me to step down from wife to concubine is fine by you? Is that your idea all along?
Sarah, don't talk nonsense.
Madam, something terrible has happened.
Young Master's been sexual assaulted.
What?
Come here, baby.
Ghost! Nicholas! What's wrong? Nicholas! It's me, your Karen. What's wrong?
Get away from me.
Look at me!
Look at me. What's wrong?
Hey,
Nicholas!
Get out of here.
You just can't wait, can you? For the family's reputation, I've put up with so much, time after time, but you just keep humiliating me like this. How am I supposed to live with this shame?
Every family has more than one wife. Why are you making such a scene? You're so unlucky.
Shut your mouth!
The real wife hasn't even married in yet, and you're already trying to take in a mistress? You two have no sense of decency or shame.
Messing around in.
Broad daylight. Disgracing the whole family line. And now you want to pin it all on me? Nicholas Shang, you keep humiliating me. So as for this engagement, I don't want it anymore.
Sarah, you're so jealous and unreasonable. Watch out or I'll divorce you with a single letter. I'll be done with you.
Nicholas, your words and actions are without virtue. You are selfish and petty. Today, I'm the one breaking things off with you.
Sarah, you're in the Shang family's house now.
You'd better think this through.
Think about the consequences of what you're doing. Think carefully. Are you sure you'll even get out of here alive?
The Shang family might be able to kill me. but can you silence everyone?
In the world?
You!
Everyone? Sorry for not being a better host today. I'll prepare a small gift for each of you. I hope you'll forgive me. But Miss Qin is clearly acting unstable. We absolutely can't let her out to hurt anyone else.
Princess Naomi has arrived.
Mrs. Shang, I really don't understand what you mean.
It's just a minor issue. Your Highness, please don't let this disturb you.
A minor issue? Your family's engagement with the Qins was personally arranged by His Majesty. Is Nicholas Shang doing this because he's unhappy with His Majesty?
He wouldn't dare.
Your Highness. Nicholas Shang and my half-sister had an affair. They've humiliated me again and again. This time, they even threatened my life. The Shang family has overwhelming power. I have no choice but to protect myself, so I must divorce him. Please, grant me this.
Do you realize that divorcing your husband will bring all kinds of gossip? Do you know what consequences you'll face?
I understand. My mind is made up. I'm ready to accept whatever comes.
Your Highness. Women are expected to obey their husbands above all. Divorcing the husband is a grave offense. It's against all reason and morality. This woman has a wicked heart. Your Highness, you must not allow this.
Oh? So divorcing the husband means the wife is wicked?
Your Highness, forgive me. I never meant to slander anyone.
Your Highness, you've got me wrong. I've always behaved properly with Nicholas. Never anything improper. It's her. She's the one framing us. It's all Sara Qin. First she ruined my face, then she destroyed my dress, and then she deliberately lured Nicholas here. It's all her. She set us up.
I only came because I got a message.
That's right.
Maybe Sarah bribed the page boy.
To send the message. Then tell me, what exactly did the message say? From start to finish, I never left the back courtyard. It's my first time at the Shang house. I don't even know where the guest rooms are. How could I have planned all this? Even if I really was that cunning, did I help you two take off your clothes? Did I push you onto the bed myself? If your Highness hadn't been here today, I might not have survived. With such a heartless family, how could I not divorce?
Since you've made up your mind, then today, I, the princess, will make the decision for you. I'll report the whole story to His Majesty just as it happened.
My son was just being silly. Our family would never allow the daughter of a concubine to marry in as wife.
Please, Your Highness, see the truth.
No!
Nicholas, please. I'm carrying your child. You can't just abandon me. Nicholas, please, let go of me.
Mom!
I, Sara Qin, admit my guilt. Please, Your Highness, punish me as you see fit.
Oh? Then why don't you tell me? What crime have you committed?
What happened today was indeed intentional on my part. But it's true that Nicholas Shang and Karen Qin are having an affair. They forced and humiliated me. That part is the truth. To protect myself, I had no choice.
You turned their own schemes back on them. You are not guilty.
But I dragged Your Highness into this mess and damaged your reputation. That is an unforgivable crime.
You really are bold. To actually say all that out loud.
With your sharp eyes, Your Highness, how could you not see through my little tricks? Otherwise, you wouldn't have called me out here alone. Thank you, Your Highness, for giving me a chance to explain myself.
That's where Evan was wrong. You are actually very clear-headed and smart.
Your Highness.
I have no patience for those filthy tricks either. Let's just forget what happened today, but don't let it happen again.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Sarah! You think with a few cheap tricks, you can ruin me completely? Ha! Keep dreaming, even if my reputation is destroyed. How much better off do you think you'll be? No one would dare to marry you in the whole city.
None of your damn business.
Keep lying. I knew it. You just can't stand that I slept with Karen. As long as you behave, I could still consider taking you back.
Nicholas, if your house doesn't have a mirror, you must at least have a toilet. Go take a good look at your pathetic, sickly face, or you won't even be able to keep that idiot Karen in the end.
You.
Prince Evan.
Get lost. Just you wait.
Look at you. I thought you had such great taste. You looked through so many people and you picked such an idiot.
Evan.
Why are you crying? I don't know how to please girls.
Evan. I'm so glad you're still alive.
What nonsense are you talking about? Here, have a piece of candy. But you'd better not cry anymore.
Thank you. Evan, I won't let you get hurt because of me again. This time, I'll be the one to protect you.
Girls are always trouble. But what are you planning to do now? Things got really out of hand today. The Shang family definitely won't let this go. And your clueless dad.
Whatever comes, we'll deal with it. We'll get through it somehow.
What I can't stand the most is people who bully others just because they can. If you ever need help in the future, just say the word. I'll always have your back.
Thank you. But from now on, it's better if you don't get involved in my problems.
Seems like you're still hung up on that loser Nicholas. He only got close to you because...
It's not because of him. I just don't want us to get too close.
Whatever. I'm not that free anyway. I won't meddle in your business anymore.
Evan, the only way you won't get hurt is if you stay away from me.
Your Highness.
Keep an eye on the Qin family, especially Sara Qin. Report to me immediately if anything happens.
Didn't you say you wouldn't meddle anymore?
I changed my mind. Hurry up.
My apologies for speaking out of turn.
Be gentle.
All right, can't you just tough it out a bit? How could you do it with Nicholas at the Shang house?
Mom, that's not my fault. I was just trying my best to catch him. Besides, he insisted, how could I really refuse?
You all had your fun in the moment. So what are we supposed to do now?
Mom, isn't Mrs. Shang your cousin? They're all family, aren't they? So tell me, how am I any worse than Sara?
Cousin my ass. As soon as the accident happened, she cut all ties with us, just like that. She's made it very clear, if Sara doesn't marry in, you can forget about joining their family.
So what are we supposed to do? I can't keep waiting like this. I'm already pregnant. Even if I have to start as a concubine, I believe that with time, I'll make it.
If it were that easy to fix, would I still be sitting here stressing out?
Then what should we do?
The Shang family only wants Sara because of her uncle's money.
That means we absolutely can't let Sara marry into the Shang family. Who knows when her uncle might die? And who knows when I'll
finally get my chance? Our only option is to completely ruin Sara, so the Shang family gives up on her for good.
Your Highness, keep a close eye on them for me. This matter cannot have even the slightest mistake. If she gets hurt because of this, all of you will be severely punished.
Yes.
Miss Sarah, you are more and more like your mother.
It's rare that you still remember what my mother looked like.
Mrs. Qin was a strong and elegant woman, a real lady of a military family. No one expected that in the end, she'd die from exhaustion and illness. Master was even more foolish, believing those street fortune tellers who insisted you were born.
Under a cursed star.
I never even considered that possibility. Mother was perfectly fine. How could she suddenly fall so ill and die?
Miss Sarah.
Mother's old quarters have been empty all this time. Maybe there are still some clues left there. I need to go check it out.
Let's change.
Clothes. You stand guard here. I'll head out for a bit. All right.
Evan.
With your weak fighting skills, you'd get caught the moment you stepped outside. This lock is made of solid steel. It won't break easily. If you try to force it open, it could be dangerous.
It's dry and windy.
Come with me. Be careful with fire.
It's chilly tonight. Let's go inside and talk.
You're a young woman. You invite a man into your room in the middle of the night. Do you realize how dangerous that is?
If it were anyone else, I definitely wouldn't allow it. But I know you, Evan, are known for your integrity, aren't you? The place we just went to used to be my mother's courtyard. It's a shame that now I can't even go in to take a look.
Actually, I didn't mean to eavesdrop on your conversation earlier. To be honest, I tried to find out more about your mother. Ever since you were sent away by the Qin family, all the servants who used to serve your mother were sold off. The loyal ones. We're all gone.
You mean...
After all these years, it won't be easy to uncover the truth.
If my mother was murdered, Jessica must be involved. Now all I have left of my mother is her dowry. I have to get it back.
Like I said before, if you ever need anything, just let me know. Look at me. I'm actually pretty useful. As long as you ask, I'll do it. Someone's coming. Let's go.
This is the place. I've given you your chance. Don't screw this up.
Don't worry, Judy. I'll make sure Miss Sarah has a night she'll never forget.
Right now, I have to trouble you with something. Wherever this person came from, send him back.
Don't worry. Leave it to me. If you ever need anything, just blow this. I'll show up right away.
Ma'am. How could you let this happen? Why did this person end up here in my place?
Oh my god. I personally brought him over to Sarah's courtyard. I watched him walk into the room myself.
Is this place haunted or something? Hurry up and get him out of here.
Maid. I have such a terrible headache. Make me a bowl of hangover soup.
You. All of you. Oh my god. Master! This is the one. He just barged in here all of a sudden. I swear I didn't do anything.
Master, what are you doing here?
Please, Master, have mercy. It was Miss Sara. She told me to come keep her company because she was lonely. I was forced into this.
Speak! You came looking for Miss Sara? Open your damn eyes and look carefully. Whose room is this?
Oh.
So Miss Sara sent you here, huh? How could Sara be so vicious? My reputation is ruined.
Miss Sara! It was Miss Sara who sent me here.
Go.
Bring Sara over here.
Yes.
Hurry up! Sara, you bastard. I should have just left you out in the countryside. Let you fend for yourself.
I have no idea what I did to make Father so furious with me.
Miss Sara. Miss Sara, please, you have to help me. Please tell Master that you were the one who told me to go into Madame's room.
Father believed it?
The evidence is clear. What else do you have to say?
Did Father forget that you grounded me last night? Yesterday, I didn't even step out of my room.
Maybe you already planned this ahead of time.
Just because of what this person said, you're going to pin such a huge crime on me?
If it has nothing to do with you, why did he say that? Still trying to argue? I'll beat you to death, you little brat!
There are plenty of people in this house who want me dead.
How dare you talk to me so arrogantly?
Father, you don't even question it and assume he was acting on my orders. You've already decided I'm guilty. What more can I say?
That's because you always talk back and you hit your own sister. You're always causing trouble. How could I ever trust you?
Younger sister was wronged, so of course she's excused. I'm the one causing trouble. But why don't you ask me what happened at the Shang's yesterday?
Sir, please, sir, see the truth. Usually it's always Nicholas Shang who won't leave our Karen alone. Most of the time, when Sara gets mad, she just yells at Karen or picks a fight out of jealousy, and that's it. But yesterday, she actually ripped Karen's clothes off in front of everyone. That was basically ruining Karen's reputation.
So tell me, is that true or not? You're so vicious. I'll beat you to death, you little punk.
I risked my life for the family's reputation. I almost died at the Shang's. What did I get in return? Your blame. Fine, go ahead and hit me. I never had a real mother's love anyway. If you beat me to death, at least I'll get to be with my mom again.
What the hell is going on here?
Sara just wants to clear her own name. So of course she'll say anything.
Well, do you have nerve to face Princess Naomi with me and tell her your story?
Why is Princess Naomi involved?
Oh my god. I've worked myself to the bone for this family for years. And just because I'm the concubine, I get bullied by the younger generation. My daughter gets dragged through the mud out there, humiliated and insulted however they please. What's the point of me even living anymore? Might as well just die and be done with it.
Enough! Look at all of you. What a disgrace.
I'm not trying to make trouble. But you don't trust me, Dad. I'm hurt too.
Now someone tell me, what the hell is actually going on here?
No, that's not it.
Go! You tell me. Is what she said true or not? This man, what's your connection to her?
Please, Master, have mercy. It was Jessica. She told me to ruin Miss Sara's reputation. Everything I said is true.
Guards! Lock them all in the ancestral hall. And as for Karen, that brat, give her a heavy punishment. No one leaves without my orders.
Mom, you have to think of a plan. Get Dad to let us out of here.
You think I don't want to? This is all your fault. You can't even handle a simple task.
Mom, you're blaming me again? Aren't you the same? How did that guy end up in your room? You didn't even try to stop it.
I didn't expect Sara to be so hard to deal with. At this point, the only option is to bring the old lady back.
You mean Grandma? But she doesn't get involved in house matters, does she?
She can ignore everything else. But if it's about Sara, she'll definitely come back. If she hadn't helped me back then, I never could have taken down Isabella, that bitch, so easily.
This time it's my fault, but your temper is really too much. If something happens in the future, just talk to me and explain properly.
Dad, the moment I came back last night, I got punished and locked up. Even if I wanted to explain, I have to actually see you first.
I was busy with work yesterday. Besides, you didn't really get beaten, did you?
So you mean I have to actually get hit for it to count as being wronged?
That's not what I meant. Look at your attitude when you talk.
What kind of attitude do you want from me? If I hadn't run into Evan today, I probably would have gotten slapped. I'd be the one kneeling in the ancestral hall right now.
Jessica has been working hard for years, helping the family grow. I've already punished her for what happened. So what more do you want?
My mother also worked herself sick for the Qin family. Father, have you forgotten?
Why are you suddenly bringing up your mother? We've been married for so many years. How could I ever forget her hard work and kindness?
But I miss my mother. And right now, I don't even have a single keepsake of hers. Please, Father, give me the dowry my mother left behind. I'm an adult now. I can manage it myself.
What did you say?
Traditionally, a woman's dowry is her personal property. Mother has passed away. Since you don't want to appoint a new lady of the house, it should naturally be entrusted to me. Isn't that right?
But you just got home, and no one taught you anything out in the countryside. Maybe it's better to wait a while.
Father, is it that you don't want to? Or has the dowry already been used by someone else?
This is the Duke family, after all. Why would we use a woman's dowry to fill any gaps? Do you really have to insist on this now?
If it's too difficult for you, Father, then I'll have to write to my uncle and ask him to step in and make things right.
It's just a small matter. No need to trouble your uncle over this. You really are getting more and more unreasonable.
Father, my patience has its limits. Jessica and Karen have schemed against me time and again, trying to take my life. If it weren't for the family's reputation, I would have reported them to the authorities long ago.
Sisters fight and argue in every family. Why make a scene at the courthouse over something so small? It would just make us look ridiculous.
You were just furious enough to kill Jessica, and now you suddenly feel sorry for Jessica and Karen Qin? Should I invite them over right now so I can kneel and apologize in person?
I know you've been wronged, but you can't speak so harshly. It's just a dowry, isn't it? I'll get it for you right away.
In my previous life, Jessica and Karen used my mother's dowry to win over the Shang family. But this time, let's see what else you have to bargain with, besides Karen's pregnancy.
Get someone right now to organize the full list of dowry items and all the account books left by Sara's mother, and send them over to Sara.
Why should we? Master, whether it's Isabella or Sara, they're both part of the Qin family. The dowry and the money should all be managed together by the household. How can you just give them to her?
I told you from the very beginning, everything Isabella left behind belongs to Sara. When did I ever say it should be handed over to the household?
Now the engagement has just been called off, and there's no new match in discussion.
If it weren't for you and your daughter stirring up trouble, would Sara have had to break off the engagement? Would there be this rift between us? Neither of you ever gives me a moment's peace. You two have completely ruined the Qin family's reputation. You are not even married yet, and have already got pregnant. You two really are something else.
Everything I do is for the Qin family, Master. Right now, Nicholas's family is at the height of their power. I'm just worried that Sara, coming back from the countryside, won't be able to win over Nicholas. That's why I offered up our Karen. But Master, you
really think I don't see through your dirty schemes? I've tolerated you all these years for the sake of the family, turning a blind eye to your antics. If you stir up any more trouble in this house, I'll send you packing back to the countryside.
Isabella, Sara, you two bitches, I will never admit defeat. If you want that dowry, then you can take it with you to the grave.
Miss Sara, you'd better watch closely. Everything that belonged to Isabella is right here. You're eyeing this little bit of stuff. So petty. You cheap little tramp.
My mother's name is not for you to call. If you run your filthy mouth again, I'll personally knock out every last one of your teeth.
Just you wait.
Nice work. Keep it up. Not only are these accounts a total mess, some of the estates don't even have clear staffing records. If this keeps up, something's bound to go wrong.
So, Miss Sarah, what should we do?
Take it one step at a time. Go get ready first.
Yes.
I didn't.
I'm good-looking, charming, and always in the spotlight. It's normal that you're interested in me. I get it.
Evan, can you lend me an army? Preferably, people who can't be traced back to you. That way you won't get dragged into this.
What are you planning to do with me?
Is there something important going on lately?
In a couple of days, it will be the day to pray at Royal Temple. Other than that, nothing else.
It was around this time in my previous life. Nicholas Shang got involved in the succession struggle. She sided with the second prince. Tried to win over Evan but failed, so he started to resent him. Kidnapped Princess Anne when she snuck out of the palace, and framed Evan for it. Evan, I'm going to inspect my estates the day after tomorrow. I'm a little scared to go alone. Can you come with me?
Since you're begging me. All right then.
Yeah, I'm begging you. You have to come early the day after tomorrow.
Okay.
Miss Sarah, the thing you asked me to look into, I've got some leads. When Madam was seriously ill, all her medicine was prescribed at Evergreen Pharmacy in the downtown. That pharmacy is run by Mary Qin's family. Mary Qin! She was the one who forced Master to send you off to the countryside back then.
Lily. I want to know everyone who treated my mother back then, especially anyone from Evergreen Pharmacy. Don't let a single one slip.
Don't worry, Miss Sarah. Even if it costs me my life, I'll help you find out who killed Madam. Madam, everything is ready.
I guarantee that Sarah will never make it back.
Hey. Weren't we heading to the estate? Why do you suddenly want to go to the Royal Temple?
I had a dream last night. In the dream, I got robbed on the way to the estate. So I want to stop by the temple to pray first.
Your Highness, something's up.
Go check it out. Yes.
Your Highness, it's Princess Anne. Find out who did this.
Let's head back to the city right away. We should escort Princess Anne safely back to the palace.
You don't seem the least bit surprised by this.
Honestly, I'm too shocked to even know how to react.
If there are things you don't want to talk about, I won't ask. Not everything needs an answer. Let's go.
Finally got Princess Anne back safe and sound.
Your Highness, Her Highness wants to see you.
My mother needs something from me.
Go ahead. I'll just take a walk around.
All right.
This mark looks so familiar. Where have I seen it before?
Lord Nicholas, is everyone ready? Are you sure there's no way this can go wrong?
Don't worry, Lord Nicholas. They're death-sworn assassins. all signed in secrecy. They'll hold on no matter what. They'll say it was all under She's orders.
Good. Evan, since you don't know what's good for you, don't blame me for being ruthless. It's all that bitch Sarah's fault. She ruined my reputation and made me lose His Majesty's favor. Otherwise, I wouldn't use such tactics to impress the second prince.
Don't worry, Lord Nicholas. Once today's plan succeeds, the second prince will see your loyalty for sure.
Make sure to put on a good show. Let Princess Anne get a little hurt. That'll make the act more convincing.
Yes, sir.
Lord
Nicholas. The princess is missing.
What?
Lord Nicholas, we found out Sara Qin helped Princess Anne escape.
Sara Qin? This was a last-minute decision on my part. There's no way the news could have leaked so fast. Go to Duke Travis's residence. Sara Qin. You have inner strength.
When a mad dog comes at me, of course I'm going to fight back. Next time you try to put your hands on me, I won't just be kicking your stomach.
Wait a second.
Swine.
You ruin my plans every single time. Do you really think Evan alone can actually protect you?
Nicholas, go home and take a good look at yourself. You look like a stray dog who's lost everything. If you ask me, your good days are officially over.
You!
You should save your energy. Go back and keep playing the victim in front of your master. With your level of skill, you're not even fit to be a pet dog anymore.
Sara Qin, I'm gonna kill you. Somebody help.
The young master of the Tyler Shang family
Is committing murder in broad daylight. Sara Qin, you bitch!
Nicholas Shang, you're cold and heartless. You got engaged to me, then fooled around with my younger sister. I already stepped aside to let you two be together, but you still chased me down and tried to kill me. My life is just so miserable.
Miss Sara Qin, someone has accused you of murder and abusing the workers. Please come with us.
Are you sure it's me?
The complaint is from workers on your estate. They say you've been mistreating them for a long time, withholding food, and a lot of people have already starved to death.
Master, something terrible has happened. Miss Sara has been taken away.
You what? Who got taken away?
Miss Sara. Someone accused her of murder, and it's not just one person. Now she's already been taken away by the police officer.
Madame, good news. You're about to get out of here soon. Sara has been arrested for murder. She's been taken away. Really? Mm-hmm.
Who? Who did she kill?
That's all I heard about it. It doesn't matter. The laws are strict. Once she's convicted, her life is over. Madame. Master. You need to calm down. She was taken right from our front door. Instead of worrying about Sara, you should think about Karen. Karen's pregnancy can't be hid any longer.
None of you is making things easy. If the Shang family really wanted her, they would have brought her in long ago. No need to keep waiting like this.
That's why I want you to make a decision, Master. Otherwise, Karen's whole life will be ruined.
Mrs. Shang is your cousin, but now she doesn't help at all. I can't think of a solution for something this shameful. If the Shang family won't take her, then let her end the pregnancy and become a nun. Send her to the convent.
Mom!
Don't worry. Grandma will get the letter in a day or two. She'll definitely come help us. Let's just wait a little longer.
Mrs. Qin.
An urgent letter just arrived from the house. Jessica's getting worse. She can't even handle a little girl anymore.
but I've been away from home for quite some time now. It's about time I go. Back to check on things.
By imperial decree, Sara Qin, eldest daughter of the Qin family, risked her life, personally saved the princess, and is hereby granted the title of County Princess of Yoland.
Not convinced? Keep hitting her.
Stop.
Sara Qin, how dare you hit me? Just you wait. Why aren't you leaving yet?
Does it hurt? Did you forget what I taught you?
Miss Sara.
You just broke out of jail?
That's a serious crime, punishable by death.
Let's not talk about this now. Pack your things right away and come with me. I'll explain everything on the way.
Miss Sarah Master wants to see you immediately.
Breaking out of jail without permission, you little bastard! Are you trying to get our whole family killed?
Father, I didn't break out of jail. I just happened to have something urgent. I needed to leave the house for a few days. I'll explain everything to you when I get back.
You're walking out with your bag packed. And you can't even give a straight answer. You still dare say you're not breaking out? You disgrace! Today, I'll beat you to death myself, so everyone knows the truth.
You're not even giving me a chance to explain myself again. Even if I die, shouldn't there at least be a reason?
You still dare talk back to me? Everyone out there is saying you've killed people. You've shamed the whole Qin family. How dare you to question me? Huh? These are reasons.
I didn't kill anyone.
You didn't? The rumors are everywhere outside. The authorities from the capital personally came to escort you. The facts are right there, and you still dare deny it?
I didn't kill anyone. If you really cared, Father, all you have to do is ask the authorities in the capital. You'll know the whole story. If I were really guilty, why would they let me come home? You only trust outsiders. What kind of father is that?
You stubborn and ungrateful. Always talking back to your elders. How did I end up with a child like you?
I'd like to ask, how did I end up with a father like you? If Mother knew in her grave how you treat your own daughter, she'd regret it for the rest of her life.
Today I'll beat you to death, you unfilial girl. This disgrace broke out of jail without permission. I've already punished her severely. You're here at the right time. Take her back and beat her to death, or execute her. She has nothing to do with our family anymore.
Father, are you really this heartless?
Unfilial disgrace. You deserve to die.
An imperial order has arrived. Sara Qin, come accept the decree. By the mandate of heaven, the emperor decrees Sara Qin, the eldest legitimate daughter of the Qin family, risked her own life and personally saved the princess. She is hereby granted the title of County Princess of Yoland, awarded 300 households worth of land, as well as 100 taels of gold, a box of pearls, and 14 bolts of fine silk. By imperial command.
Long live His Majesty.
County Princess, please rise. Duke Travis, why is the County Princess covered in injuries? What were you all just doing?
Just a small misunderstanding.
Glad it was just a misunderstanding. The County Princess just saved Princess Anne. When I left the palace just now, Her Majesty asked me to deliver a message. She wants the County Princess to come to the palace in a few days. If by then she enters the palace still covered in wounds, she might frighten Her Majesty and the young princess. I'm afraid the Qin family couldn't bear the responsibility for that.
I would not dare. I will make sure my daughter's injuries are healed, so she doesn't offend Her Majesty and the young princess.
As long as you understand, Duke Travis, then I'll take my leave.
Take care, sir.
Duke Travis, you misunderstood. I'm here by order to arrest your concubine, Jessica, and her attendant, Judy.
Hey, buddy, did you maybe get the name wrong?
Yeah. You must have mistaken someone else. Weren't you guys looking for Sara Qin?
Our Lord has already investigated. This estate was just handed over to Miss Sara Qin. It used to be managed by Jessica, so the plaintiff has filed a new complaint accusing Jessica for abusing workers to the point of death.
Now, Father, do you believe I'm innocent now?
You treat human life like it's nothing. You ruined our Qin family's reputation. I will beat you to death.
Take her away.
Madame.
How are you?
I'm fine. Not gonna die.
Duke Travis is always timid and avoids trouble in court. You just go whichever way the wind blows, no opinions of your own. But who knew back home, you sure know how to throw your weight around.
This is my family's business, Your Highness.
I'm not interested in your family drama. Just the other day, I helped the county princess save Princess Ain. Now I heard she's been framed and got beaten. Duke Travis, your actions are something else.
That's just what rumors say.
Can't you think for yourself?
My
mother has been thinking about Sara. She'd like to invite you to stay at our place for a few days. I'll take my leave now.
Master, please save me. I swear I didn't do anything. You have to help me, please.
Tell the truth. How many shady things have you actually done?
I haven't done anything. Really, I haven't. Master, you have to believe me.
You gentlemen, take her back and interrogate her thoroughly.
No. Master, you can't do this. It was Judy. After I took over Isabella's estate, Judy has always been managed it. She must have been careless.
You and your servant are in this together. No one is getting away clean. Take them both away.
Don't move. No need to be so formal.
Relax. My mom and I don't care about all that. But are you feeling any better?
I'm better now. Thank you, Your Highness. Even.
Your father really went way too far. You are his own flesh and blood. Such a beautiful girl. He nearly hit you in the face. If he ruined your face, what kind of father does that?
I've gotten used to it by now.
You just focus on getting better here.
You just settle in here and rest up. Your health is the priority. As for what's happening at the estate, I've already sent someone to take care of it.
How did you find out?
I've got a mouth, don't I? I just asked around. Aren't you just worried that those workers who complained will get targeted when they come back? So that's why you rushed to deal with it, right? Isn't that the case?
Even you can tell there's more to the story. But my own father doesn't believe me.
I'm not like them.
Master, we've got it all figured out. All those rumors about Miss Sara were spread by Judy, the one who serves Jessica.
That bitch actually did something so cruel and heartless.
Jessica even left suspicious clues on the account books on purpose, trying to lure Miss Sara out to the farm to check. They bribed a killer to ambush Miss Sara on the way. Thankfully, Miss Sara never went.
So, Sara was telling the truth from the very beginning. I didn't believe her.
Master, Jessica fooled you. If you talk to Miss Sara properly, she'll definitely understand. Master, where are you going?
To the prince's estate to bring Sara home.
Judy, in all these years, how have I treated you?
Madam, this is a serious accusation. How could I possibly take the fall for it alone? I have grandchildren and children at home.
There's no way for us to talk our way out of this. If I could find someone else to take the blame, I would never have let you take the fall.
No, this can't be. Madam, there must still be another way out of this.
Judy, you just said it yourself. You have children and grandchildren at home. If I go out there, they might still have a chance to survive. Otherwise,
their fate won't be any better than yours.
Sara, your injuries.
Thank you, Father, for the lashes.
I have already investigated everything. All of this was entirely Jessica's fault. Now she's been taken away for questioning. No matter the outcome, I will take away her authority as housekeeper. Your grandmother will be back soon. I will not let you be mistreated again. Sara, come back home with me. You are a daughter of the Qin family. With your elders still alive, it's not proper for you to keep staying at the prince's estate. If word gets out,
Father, are you really bringing me back because you know you were wrong? Or is it just for your own reputation? From the moment you walked in, you've only talked about yourself. Never once asked about my injuries. All you care about is the Qin family's reputation, and what others think of you. You don't love your daughter. You only love yourself, don't you?
The one I really care about is you, my daughter. Besides, I already promised to punish Jessica severely. I even took away her authority as housekeeper. Is that not enough to show my sincerity?
I'm not going back to the Qin estate.
You?
If you have nothing else to say, please, Father, you should go.
Master.
Why are you...
I'm back. Master, are you not happy to see me? Everything has been investigated thoroughly. It was all Judy. She made such a terrible mistake. As a concubine, I promise to be even more careful in managing the staff from now on.
Since you're back, just behave yourself from now on. My mother will be returning to the estate, too. If I weren't worried about upsetting my mother, I would have thrown you out of the house right away. Mother, you're back.
Grandmother.
Why isn't Sara here? I heard she was granted the title of county lady. So, as her own grandmother, I'm not even worthy of her coming out to welcome me?
Mother Sara is staying at Princess Naomi's house.
Her parents and elders are all present. She has no real connection to the princess. Why would she live there? What would people say if word spread out?
Grandmother, I agree with you. But Sara has made up her mind. She refuses to come back no matter what. It's all my fault. I must have upset her somehow.
How is this your fault? She's just a girl who grew up in the countryside. What does she know about proper manners? Go send someone to bring her back.
Yes, Mother.
If my words mean nothing to her, then from now on, don't call her a daughter of the Qin family.
Mother, thank goodness you're finally back. If you didn't return soon, I was going to be crushed by that wretched Sara.
You useless thing. You can't even handle a young girl.
Mother, you don't know. Sara is getting really sly. Not only did she call off her engagement to the Shang family, she also made both our families lose face. Now the Shangs are furious with us and won't let Karen marry in. But Karen's pregnancy...
Tomorrow I'll go to the Shang house myself. They'll have to. Show me respect. As for Sara, once she comes back home, I've got plenty of ways to deal with her.
Thank you, Mother. Karen and I are counting on you to make things right for us.
Miss Sara, how's your wound?
Lily, what brings you here?
Miss Sarah, your grandma came back to the house early this morning. Duke Travis asked me to come and bring you back to look after her.
How could I forget about Grandma's matters? I got it. I'll head back later. This medicine is way too bitter. Can I take it later?
No way. Good medicine tastes bitter. But you know, I can give you a piece of candy.
Thank you, Evan.
You've thanked me so many times these days. Even if you're not tired of saying it, I'm almost tired of hearing it. Actually, you could stay at my place for a few more days. Don't worry. No one's going to gossip about you.
I'm not worried about gossip. It's just that Grandma's been home. If I, as her granddaughter, don't go back to take care of her, people might criticize me.
All right, then. I'll go back with you.
Well then, thank you, Evan.
This medicine is really effective for treating external wounds. Take it and use it.
Yes.
Go on in.
That damn girl. She's tangled up with Prince Evan. Not only did he personally escort her home, he even brought her to the prince's residence.
Grandmother.
So you finally remembered to come home, huh?
I didn't know you were coming back today, Grandma. I wasn't able to welcome you in person. That's my fault.
Forget it. Let's not talk about the past anymore. Since you're back, I happen to have something I want to discuss with you.
What is it, Grandma?
When I was passing through Woodard, I met someone. His last name is Chen. He said you two grew up together, and that you already promised yourselves to each other. I don't know if what he said is true or not, but I was worried he might spread rumors and ruin your reputation, so I brought him back. Bring him in.
Madame, he's here.
Sara.
Harrison Chen.
Hello, Sara. Sweetheart. Let me show you some real affection tonight.
Mr. Chen, you've had too much to drink. You should really go home now.
So you refuse my kindness, but want to be forced. Well, tonight, I just have to see what it's like to be with a rich young lady.
This old hag actually brought Harrison Chen here. That never happened in my last life. Looks like this time around, my counterattack really pissed the old hag off.
So you two really do know each other. In that case, why don't you stay here? We can talk over the wedding arrangements.
Sarah, now I know why you insisted on breaking off your engagement with Nicholas. Turns out it's because you've already made a secret promise with Harrison Chen.
Grandma, I grew up in the countryside in Woodard. It's only natural that I know a few people from there. But I have no idea what marriage agreement he's talking about.
He seems to know a lot about you. How could he be making it up?
If anyone can claim to have made a secret promise with me, and you believe it, am I supposed to split myself into pieces to satisfy everyone? I don't know why you'd help an outsider ruin my reputation, Grandma. What are you trying to do?
Is that any way to talk to your grandmother?
Yeah, Sarah, she's your elder. You can't talk to her the way you talk to me, yelling and making a scene, with no respect at all.
Did I say anything wrong? Yes, I grew up in the country, but at least I know what shame is, unlike some people, and I would never make secret promises with men.
Shut up your mouth! How dare you speak so recklessly in front of Grandma? Where are your manners?
Sarah, you usually treat me and Mom like this, but fine, whatever. But how can you act so rudely, even in front of Grandma?
I barely even know this person. I don't agree with this engagement.
This girl is getting more and more out of line. I'm only thinking of her best interests. Look at her attitude.
Mother, please don't be upset. I'll discipline her properly.
Alas, children are always a burden.
Miss Sarah, what should we do now? We can't possibly actually go along with this engagement, right?
Am I someone who would give in so easily?
Miss Sara, you already have a plan, don't you?
Stop! Get lost now.
Are you Miss Sara Qin?
You know me?
I'm the daughter-in-law of the Chen family from Woodard. We used to be neighbors. I saw you a few times from afar.
I heard the Chen family was pretty well off. If you're a member of the Chen family, how did you end up with these people?
I was once a maid in the Chen family, but later the family fell on hard times. Harrison Chen sold me to this brothel for money. These people work here.
Send someone to Woodard right now. Help me quietly find a person. As soon as you find them, bring them back to me immediately.
Yes, I will go right away.
I just hope everything will be in time.
Grandma, how's it going? What did the Shang family say?
Ruth Shang laid out her terms. As long as we ruin Sarah's reputation to avenge her humiliation the other day, she'll let you marry in.
That's fantastic. I knew it. Ruth Shang was just angry back then. She'd never really turned me away.
Mother, that little brat Sara isn't easy to deal with right now. You have to be extra careful.
Don't worry. I've already given my orders.
Oh dear.
Madame, everything you asked for has been arranged. By tomorrow, I guarantee the whole city will know about Miss Sara and Harrison Chen.
Harrison Chen won't spill anything, will he?
Oh, you can relax. The Chen family's broke. Getting to marry a daughter of the Qin family, he couldn't be happier. He promised he'll go along with your plan, Madame.
Back then, Isabella acted arrogantly in front of me because she was the only daughter of the general's family. She never showed any respect to me as her mother-in-law. So what if she had a noble status? She still died young. She gave birth to a little brat. I sent her off to the countryside. Let her fend for herself. Even now, she still has to follow my orders.
Congratulations, Madame. You finally got your revenge.
Mother, you always know best. Once this affair gets out, Sarah's reputation will be ruined. She will have no choice but to marry that Harrison Chen. 2 birds with 1 stone.
I can't.
Wait to see.
That happened.
Sara, that little wretch is just like her mother. Always rebellious. But back then, I could control her mother. And I can control her too. Let's see if Sara is as tough as her mother was.
Madame.
How did things go?
Very smoothly. Right now, everyone in the city is talking about it. They're all gossiping about Sara Qin and Harrison Chen's affair. People are saying all sorts of things. It's working out even better than we expected.
People are nosy. It's easy to draw their attention. Just give them a little spark. They'll set off a wildfire.
Go.
Tell Harrison Chen to stir things up even more.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
Sara.
what a coincidence. Did you just get back too? I was outside just now and overheard some rumors. They said you and Harrison Chen were involved back when you lived in the countryside. Have you heard about that, sister?
Karen, you keep coming to me. Are you sure you're not asking for another slap?
What do you want to do? It's broad daylight. Everyone's watching. Grandma's here too. You wouldn't dare lay a hand on me, would you?
With your tiny bit of courage, you still act all smug in front of me. Move.
You! Sara, your reputation is already ruined. You won't be proud for much longer. Don't tell me you're still dreaming about getting with Prince Evan.
What's that supposed to mean?
Don't try to fool me. You acted mightily and broke off your engagement with the Shang family. In the blink of an eye, you dream about getting close to Prince Evan. Do you really think a country bumpkin like you, who's already been dumped, deserves him?
What does that have to do with you?
Write a few anonymous letters to Evan Z. Put all the dirt about Sara Qin in there. I'm sure Evan will despise her after reading them.
Evan, why are you here at this hour?
There have been a lot of rumors going around in the city lately. I've already sent someone to take care of it. You don't have to worry about it. You've been drinking. Drinking isn't good for your health.
People talk, you know. It's not that easy to silence the gossip. They don't care.
About the truth.
But still, thank you. You've helped me so much.
A woman's reputation is important. You can't just ignore it.
I won't. You look really familiar.
I've only been gone a few years. You already don't recognize me?
You're Evancier.
Yeah, you remember me. Hey. Glad you still remember me.
Evan. Why didn't you come back to see me? Did you forget about me too?
Of course not. It's just that my dad, he's been busy taking care of His Majesty these years. All the family responsibilities have fallen on me alone. I just haven't had the time. Now that I finally have a break, I came. A woman's reputation means everything. Just wait a little longer. Once you come of age, I'll come and marry you.
Evan, why are you blushing?
I am not.
Why are you avoiding me? Do you hate me?
Of course not.
You're lying. You definitely hate me. Because of me, you got sick in your prime and died miserably in the end. How could you not hate me? Even I can't stand how dumb I was, like a total idiot.
You silly girl. What nonsense are you talking about? I'm perfectly fine, aren't I?
Evan, you can't die. This time we're both going to live well. I'll protect you.
All right. You look after me.
Once I find Eleanor and settle things at home, we...
Hey, who is Eleanor? Hey, who is Eleanor? I'll help you find her.
Eleanor. Harrison Chen's Eleanor. She can prove my innocence.
All right. I promise I'll help you find her. Now tell me, do I mean anything to you at all? Mother, there's something I hope you'll agree to.
What's so urgent?
I want to get married.
Oh, is that all? Is it that girl from the Qin family?
Mother, how did you know?
You're not exactly subtle about it.
I once lost the one I loved because I was too afraid. But now I've finally figured things out. I want to marry Sara Qin. I'll treat her right for the rest of my life.
All right. I'll settle things for you.
I found her. She's right inside.
My savior.
I'm not your savior. The one who really pulled you out of misery is her. You should be thanking her instead.
You used to live next door in Woodard. You're the girl from the Qin family.
So that night wasn't a dream. You really were there.
Let's talk about it later. You two have more important things to do right now.
You're Harrison's wife, Eleanor Chen.
Now I've already been sold into a brothel. If it weren't for you saving me, I probably would have spent my whole life as nothing more than a lowly whore. I'll never forget what you did for me, Miss Sara.
Still, I was too late. Eleanor, you don't deserve this. I bailed you out because I couldn't stand to see you end up in a place like that.
I understand. On the way here, that gentleman's people already explained everything to me. Harrison is a monster. He'll do anything just to get close to the powerful.
Do you know when Harrison Chen got involved with the Qin family?
About half a month ago, an old lady came to visit. She had a long private talk with the Chens. After she left, I happened to overhear Harrison talking with his parents. That old lady wanted to marry her granddaughter into the Chen family. The Chens, in order to secure that connection, had to get rid of me. So they sold me off.
I'm sure you already know why. I came to find you.
It wasn't your idea for the Chens to abandon me, but you really did save me. If you need anything from me, Miss Sara, just ask.
You can live here. Wait for my word.
So Harrison Chen actually has a wife. She's never shown up before. How did you find out about this?
Evan, do you believe in reincarnation? You suspected me before. That time I suddenly took a different route and ran into Princess Anne getting kidnapped.
Everyone has their secrets. As I said before, if you don't want to talk, I won't push you.
The reason I know is because I went through it myself. Not long ago, I had a dream. In the dream, I married Nicholas Shang and helped him achieve great glory. But the whole time, he was just using me for my uncle's military power. He got both me and the Lin family killed in the end.
It was all just a dream.
Even though you kept reminding me. I still couldn't help but think about how he once saved me. I disliked you because of your reminder. In the end, I realized he was never the one who saved me at all. Later, you tried to save me, and ended up getting killed by them.
It was all just a dream.
But it felt so real. Maybe it wasn't just a dream. Maybe it was like living the same life over and over. Or maybe it was a warning from God. Do you believe everything I've just told you?
Even though I can't fully understand it right now, I believe you.
You always trusted me. But because I felt so inferior, I kept letting it come between us. I broke your heart.
So, in your dreams, you still have feelings for me.
It's not just in my dreams. Even in this life, I do.
What's going on?
Your Highness, it's Harrison Chen. So this is your token of love?
Oh man, guys, come on. Help me judge this. Me and Sara grew up together. We are childhood sweethearts, never kept secrets from each other. Who would have thought she lied to me? After came back to the city, she got engaged to the Shang family. If that's not ditching the poor for the rich and sucking up to power, what is it? I never expected Miss Qin turned out to be this kind of person. She really doesn't respect herself, does she?
She is so ungrateful. She is so ungrateful.
Harrison, my friend, you really need to go to Duke Travis's estate to demand an explanation. All of us are behind you.
Right now, all I want is for Sara to turn things around. I'm willing to give her another chance. Everything that happened before, I'll accept it. After all, she's already stolen my heart.
Guys.
Who is it? Who attacked me?
Twisting the truth and being so vicious. I swear I'll rip out his tongue.
Evan, he is nothing but a clown. If he wasn't still useful, I wouldn't even spare him a glance. Even looking at him is a waste of time. Everyone's here.
You still dare to run around outside? Everyone is talking about you and Harrison. At this point, all we can do is...
Father, everything they're saying out there is a lie. Even you don't believe me?
Sara, this time it's about the reputation of our whole family. You can't act on impulse anymore. If there really is something going on, just get married as soon as possible. That way, the gossip will die down.
That's right, Sarah.
Even if I say there isn't, would any of you believe me?
Whether it's true or not, the rumors out there have already spread like wildfire. Your reputation is completely ruined, even if you want to fix it now for the sake of the family's name. This marriage has to happen.
Grandmother really does care about me. I'm the legitimate daughter of the Duke, personally granted the title of County Princess of Yolland by His Majesty. And yet you want to force me to marry someone with questionable morals?
You think I want to be connected to that loser family? Isn't all of this your fault? I'm doing this for you, for all of us. I know you resent me for sending you to the countryside, but I had no other choice. These past couple of days, our whole family has been losing sleep over you. Can you really bear to see us like this?
Your grandmother is right. Everything we're doing is for your own good.
Father.
Grandma?
Are you really doing this for me?
Of course we are. As long as you two get married, all those rumors will disappear on their own. From what I see, Harrison Chen is head over heels for you. He'll treat you well.
So you all really think Harrison Chen is someone worth marrying? If that's how it is, then I'll marry him.
Good girl. You're finally listening for once.
Miss Sara, are you really going to marry Harrison Chen?
Of course not. I still haven't figured out what happened to my mom. That old hag is still useful to me. Besides, she's been scheming against me so much. If I don't pay her back, how could I possibly let her get away with all the blame she's put on me?
So, what's your plan, Miss Sara? You're always so clever. I'll go handle it right away.
Humph. You've played all your tricks, old hag. Now it's my turn.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Such a happy occasion for all of us.
You really see the big picture. You're willing to marry off your eldest granddaughter to a family with no real status.
All these messes are just caused by the younger generation. Honestly, Harrison Chen seems like a decent guy. He's not bad at all.
I heard he even passed the civil service exam. His background isn't great, though. But who knows, maybe next year he'll make the list and become a rising star in the government. Here comes the bride and the bridegroom. I heard he even passed the civil service exam. His family background isn't great, though. But who knows, maybe next year he'll make the list and become a rising star in the government.
Yeah, that's right.
Here comes the bride and the bridegroom.
Isabella, watch closely. See how your daughter gets crushed by me today.
Don't rush, young man. The wedding ceremony isn't finished yet.
Oh, right. Let's do the ceremony first. After the ceremony, she's all mine. No matter how proud you act, you'll still end up beneath me. And all those properties your mom left behind is going to the Chen family. Eleanor, why is it you?
Are you surprised to see me, Harrison? Well, I guess you would be. After all, to climb high, you sold me off a long time ago. No way I should be showing up here.
Today's my big day. You'd better not make up stories.
Mr. Chen, aren't you going to explain yourself to everyone?
I don't know her. Sara, getting married is a huge deal. How could you just pick any random woman to stand in for you? Are you lying to me again?
Sara, you've always acted out. It was fine. But this is your wedding. How could you dare pull something like this? Someone, get this woman, whoever she is or wherever she came from, and throw her out.
Grandma, what's the rush? Don't you want to know who she really is and if I'm really out of line? Why don't we let her finish her words? What do you all think?
My name is Eleanor Chen. When I was little, my family was poor. My parents sold me to the Chen family. I became their maid and agreed to marry Harrison when I grew up. This is the contract we signed back then. Everything is written clearly on it. It says that once we both grew up, we would get married.
It's a lie. Everything she's saying is a lie.
Harrison, this contract even has the Chen family patriarch's seal on it. How could I possibly fake this? In order to climb high, you sold me into a brothel.
How brutal you are. So Harrison Chen was already engaged back home, and now he's acting like he's the one who's been wronged, telling everyone that Miss Sara Qin betrayed him.
Who knows what's really going on?
Let's keep watching.
I have a feeling it's not that simple.
Even if you and I were once engaged, that's all in the past. This is the Duke estate. Behave yourself. Stop making a scene here.
Harrison, for all these years, I've always done my duty. I cared for you, treated your parents with respect, and worked hard without. I cared for you, treated your parents with respect, and worked hard without complaints. If you wanted to climb high, I wouldn't have stood in your way. We could have just parted on good terms. But you actually sold me off to a brothel. H was heartless, then I can be just as ruthless. Miss Qin, did he have a handkerchief with your name embroidered on it, saying you gave it to him as a token of your affection?
That handkerchief wasn't from me. I have absolutely no memory of it.
Of course you wouldn't know. You dropped it by accident. He just picked it up and I happened to see it.
What? That so-called token of love was just something he found.
Back when we were in Woodard,
Miss Qin
lived near the Chen family. But as a noblewoman, Miss Qin rarely went out. Any interaction with the Chen family was just through servants. How would she have the chance to make a secret vow?
What Eleanor said is absolutely true. I'm really not close to Mr. Chen. You could ask any neighbor and they'd tell you.
Why should we believe just one person's word?
Grandma, please don't get upset. We're not finished talking yet.
Madame, over half an hour ago, you went to the Chen residence. As for what you discussed, do you want me to share it with everyone present?
You're making wild accusations. When did I ever go to the Chen's house?
Madame, since I dare to say this, of course, I have proof. Madame, take a look.
What
is this? This is a contract between Mary Qin and Harrison Chen. The Chen family has been in business for generations. But Harrison Chen wasn't good at running the business, so most of the family assets were sold off. Mary Qin then made an offer. As long as Harrison Chen could ruin Sara Qin's reputation, she would let him have all the properties left by Sara Qin's birth mother. The Chen family will shake off poverty then.
Eleanor, how did you get the contract?
After living with you for over 10 years. I know better than anyone where you hide valuable things. You and Mary Qin really are two of a kind. One of you would sell out your own wife just to climb the social ladder. The other would ruin her own granddaughter at any cost, just to marry her off to some piece of trash like you.
You're spouting nonsense. Someone get in here. Drag this troublemaking woman outside. Give her a good beating.
Oh, what a lively scene. I'm responsible for security in the city. Lately, rumors have been spreading all over town. And when I looked into it, all the leads pointed straight to the Qin family. Mary Qin, I need you to give us a proper explanation.
Madame, we were just following your orders. Please save us.
Ah! Madame just fainted. What now? Miss Qin, is there anything else you need me to do?
Eleanor, thank you for helping clear my name. From now on, just leave the rest to me. I'll get you some money for your journey. Whether you want to settle down here in the city or go back home and start over, you don't have to worry about anything.
Thank you, Miss Qin. Then, if you'll excuse me, I'll take my leave.
Thank you so much. You really helped me out again today.
It was nothing, really.
We just used her plan against her, and finally exposed that old hag's true colors. For now, she probably won't try anything else. I can finally take a breather.
Miss Sara.
Master wants you to go to Madam's room. She just got a shock, and it seems pretty serious. Got it. I'll go check on her now.
Hey. Take care of yourself.
I will.
Keep a close eye on things here. I'm heading over to the palace.
Yes.
Dad, you asked me to come here. What's this about?
The doctor says your grandma had a stroke. She might be bedridden from now on.
A stroke? Guess there's some justice in the world.
What's that supposed to mean? She's your grandmother. Don't you have any respect for your elders?
If this is all you wanted to talk about, then I'll excuse myself.
Wait! You upset your grandma, so she had a stroke. From now on, you're not allowed to go anywhere. You'll stay right here and take care of her like a good granddaughter.
Father, do you really not know what just happened? That old hag teamed up with Harrison Chen just to ruin me, spreading rumors all over the city, trying to force me into a shameful marriage. She treats me like shit, and you still expect me to take care of her? Keep dreaming.
How ungrateful. Your grandmother was deceived by others. Besides, you didn't even end up marrying Harrison Chen. Even if you had, that would just be your fate.
Wow, you're really the model child, aren't you? So you should take care of her. I'm definitely not doing it.
Sara, take care of me.
Mother, don't worry. I'll make sure to teach Sara a lesson and have her come back to look after you. You just focus on getting better.
Because of you, I've lost all my dignity, and now I've had a stroke. Even if it kills me, I'm taking you down with me.
Mom, isn't Grandma just useless? She can't even handle something this simple, and now she's driven herself sick. So what am I supposed to do about my marriage now?
At this point, we have no choice but to take a step back.
What do you mean?
According to me, you can forget about being the official wife. But your belly just keeps getting bigger. You'll have to put up with some injustice for now. You'll enter the family as a concubine. Anyway, Nicholas Shang doesn't have an official wife at the moment. Once you have the baby and secure your position, you win over the Shang family. By then, the position of official wife will still be yours.
But even if I'm willing, will the Shangs agree to this?
You're carrying their eldest grandson. For the sake of this child alone, they'll have to agree.
All right then. Your words make sense. For this child, I guess I'll just have to put up with it for now.
Master, there's something I'd like to discuss with you.
What's going on?
Karen can't hide her pregnancy anymore. After all, she's your own flesh and blood. You can't possibly be so heartless. Are you really going to send her to a convent?
After everything that's happened, do you really think the Shang family would still let her marry in? She can't be the wife anymore.
I'm not shameless enough to even ask, Karen said, for the sake of the family's reputation. She's willing to be a concubine.
She's willing to be a concubine?
Yes.
If that's the case, I'll go talk to the Shangs again. In the next couple of days, we'll just use a small sedan and bring her in through the side entrance. That'll be that.
Thank you, Master. Oh, right, Master. Mother's illness has suddenly gotten so serious. There should be a family member at her bedside to look after her. But as for Sara, I really don't dare bring it up with her.
Don't worry about it. I'll talk to her myself.
Miss Sara, I've been asking around these past few days, and I finally found the doctor who wrote the prescription for Mrs. Qin back then.
Take me to him.
Okay.
Do you know why I brought you here? I don't have much patience. Just tell me the truth.
Please, miss, have mercy. I have elderly parents and young kids to care for.
I'll give you one more chance. If I don't hear what I want, next time I won't stab here.
I'll talk. I'll tell you everything. It was my aunt, Mary Qin. She said Isabella Qin was unfilial. She was always hitting and scolding my aunt. At first, she just wanted to poison her, make her really sick, and teach her a lesson. But then she hid it from me and secretly increased the dose. I really didn't know it would kill her.
You're a doctor. Any poison in the body causes harm. And you're telling me you didn't know it could kill?
I was out of my mind. But the one who poisoned her was my aunt. Now she's bedridden too. Guess she finally got what she deserved.
The two of you together aren't even worth a single finger of my mother. Even if you were cut to pieces, it still wouldn't make up for even a fraction of my mother's pain. I want you to write down every word. Make it clear for everyone to see. And turn yourself into the city authorities. Make this public for the whole world to know.
Fine. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Oh, wow. The young lady finally decided to come back. Then go make the medicine first. Madame, what did you say? Ah, I got it. Don't worry, madam. I've already done what you asked. The poison is in there. Just wait and see. The medicine's ready. Come on, give it to madame. Be gentle. Madame is really fragile right now. She can't handle any rough treatment.
Weren't you the one who told me to feed her? If I feed, do you dare to drink it?
You. This is your turn to show some filial piety. You have to feed her even if you don't want to.
Filial piety? What a joke. There's 3 times the normal dose in this bowl. Once Grandma takes it, how long do you think she'll last?
What nonsense are you spouting?
Hey!
Don't do this! Oh my God! Madame. Madame, are you all right? Madame, are you okay? Somebody help! Miss Sara is crazy. Miss Sara is trying to kill Madame. Miss Sara is trying to kill Madame.
You were supposed to take care of her. How dare you poison your grandmother?
I'm so sick of hearing these accusations. There's no proof at all. What gives you the right to say I tried to poison that old hag?
How dare you call your grandmother that? I ought to beat you to death, you disgrace!
She murdered my mother. It is an unforgivable crime. Why shouldn't I call her that?
You! What nonsense are you spouting? Your mother. Your grandmother has always been so kind and generous. How could she possibly have murdered your mother?
Open your eyes and see the truth. You and your wife were too close. So your kind and generous mother poisoned her out of jealousy. This is the proof. You don't have to believe me. But very soon the court will come and explain it to you.
Mother, mother.
Duke Travis, Madame, has gone through so much. She raised you all by herself. How could you ever doubt her?
This?
Oh no, madam.
Madame has fainted. Somebody...
Oh, Mother. Mother! Hurry, get someone! Go get someone!
Where are the servants?
Hurry, go get someone! Mother?
Somebody, somebody, help. Sara, today, I'm marrying into the Shang family. You're not too upset, are you?
You don't even have the right to wear a proper wedding dress.
Idiot. You! Don't worry, Sara. As long as I give birth to the Shang family's eldest grandson, the position of the official wife will be mine sooner or later. By then, I'll be the honored lady of the Marquis. Once Nicholas inherits the title, I'll be the Marchioness. That's probably a status you'll never reach in your entire life.
Didn't you say it wasn't true?
Officer, even if we're guilty, Miss Sara isn't innocent. She poisoned Madame. You have to look into that.
Your, Highness. Something happened at the Qin family.
Take the imperial decree and go arrest Nicholas Shang. I'll head to the Qin family myself.
Yes.
This case is too tangled. We had to ask you to come in person, Your Excellency.
County Princess of Yoland. Your grandmother's crimes will be thoroughly investigated. But since she's accusing you of poisoning her, I also need to question you about that. Do you admit to this?
I didn't poison her. That's a false accusation.
Your Excellency.
We found a packet of deadly powder in Miss Sara Qin's wardrobe. This is a slow-acting poison. The toxicity matches exactly with the poison found in Mary Qin's medicine residue.
County Princess of Yoland, with all this evidence, what more do you have to say?
I've already told you I didn't do it.
Miss Sara, I saw it with my own eye. How dare you try to deny it? You even poisoned your own grandmother. You really have no sense of humanity. You deserve to go to hell.
Evelyn, if I really did poison her, why would I leave the evidence behind for people to find? If I had done it, why wouldn't I use a fast-acting poison instead of the slow and complicated one? Those two old hags, since their schemes failed, they're trying to pin it on me.
No way.
How dare you twist the facts?
Sounds like you're accusing me of things I've never done.
Silence. Since you're both sticking to your stories then, County Princess of Yoland, I'm afraid you'll have to take a trip to the city magistrate's office. Your Highness.
What brings you here? Nicholas Shang, heir of the Shang family, is accused of plotting against the royal heir. By order of His Majesty, I am here to arrest all those involved. Everyone in the Qin household is under suspicion. From now on, this estate is under my control.
That's impossible. Plotting against the royal heir. There's no way that could be true. There must be some kind of misunderstanding here.
Whether the Qin family was involved in this or not will be decided after my investigation. Lord Griffin Feng, this is a matter of great importance.
I trust you won't make things difficult for me. Naturally, the case of the royal heir takes priority.
What about the poisoning case?
Everyone involved should cooperate fully with Your Highness's investigation.
All right. Lord Griffin Feng, take care. County Princess of Yoland, for your service in saving Princess Anne, you are exempt from suspicion. Take everyone else away.
Yes.
Oh no.
Sorry for the offense, Duke Travis. Tell me about the poisoning.
It was just one of Mary Qin's schemes. I let my guard down this time. Didn't expect her to take such a risky move. She even poisoned herself just to frame me.
Sara, this time, I'll detain the entire Qin family on suspicion of involvement in the attempted murder of the royal heir. You'll have a few days to find evidence to clear your name.
So you're detaining everyone in the Qin family, but leaving only me out. Isn't that going to be a problem? Won't people try to impeach you?
No. The Qin family actually has nothing to do with the attempted murder of the royal heir. I'm just detaining them. As a formality. Besides, you're the County Princess of Yoland, personally appointed by His Majesty. You're above suspicion.
You always think of everything for me. With you around, I never have to worry about a thing.
Honestly, it's not like I don't want anything at all. Sara. About what I said to you before, could you maybe think about it seriously?
I don't have to. I will.
What did you just say?
Well, do you remember I told you my feelings for you when we were kids?
Hey, little one. I heard from the others that you'll be heading back to the city in a couple of days. Is that true? Yeah, something came up at home. I have to go back. Will you come back again? That depends on what my family decides. You're right. You're the prince. One day you'll take over the royal title. You'll make a name for yourself, and you'll marry a beautiful wife. Isn't that how it always goes in those storybooks? You're just a little kid. What do you know about marriage and all that? You should stop reading those stories. Then when I grow up, can I marry you? Sure.
Do you think what we said as kids still counts now?
It wasn't just a joke. Ever since I was little, the person I respected, admired, and liked the most has always been you.
Once this is all settled, I'll go ask His Majesty to grant the marriage.
Sounds good.
That poison was found right here.
Yes, Miss Sarah, only I have ever had access to your wardrobe. But I swear it wasn't me who put it there.
Of course I don't suspect you. After I came back, I replaced every retainer in my courtyard. If my memories from before are correct, everyone they planted here should have been cleared out by now.
Miss Sarah, you want to call everyone else here for questioning? They betray their master. Under strict interrogation, I believe we would get the truth out of them.
No. Right now there's something even more urgent.
Something else?
Fishing.
What are we supposed to do now?
Miss Sarah is still in the house. If any of you try to cut corners, you'd better be ready to face the consequences. Lily.
We were frightened the other day. None of us will feel at ease until we get to the bottom of it.
Did anyone hear about rebellion? There's no way nobody knows about this, right, Lily?
That's a crime punishable by death. You'd better keep quiet. Just remember this. As long as Miss Sarah is still here, she'll protect you.
With a crime that serious? How could Miss Sarah protect us?
Miss Sarah has powerful people looking out for her. Keeping a few of you safe won't be a problem. But first, you have to do as you're told.
Miss Sarah. When will Duke Travis and the others come back?
Evan said once everything's been investigated. If it has nothing to do with them.
Miss Sarah. You should keep this in mind. Duke Travis is your father, after all.
I understand. You can go now.
Miss Sarah, the fish has taken the bait.
You did great. You deserve the most credit for this.
Miss Sarah, I have something important to tell you.
Aren't you my grandma's maid?
Yes, I'm here to help you, Miss Sarah. In my hands, I have evidence that proves your innocence.
Court in session. Because this case concerns the reputation of the County Princess of Yolande, personally granted by His Majesty, I am holding this trial in private. Your Highness, I'm just here to observe. Master Griffin Feng, handle the trial as you see fit. Understood.
County Princess of Yolande, your grandmother, Mary Qin, has accused you of poisoning her intentionally. We also found poison. In your room, do you confess?
Your Honor, I did not poison Mary Qin. As for why she was poisoned, it was all orchestrated by her. She did it to completely ruin my reputation.
You unfilial brat, not only do you refuse to confess, but you also try to frame your grandmother. This is outrageous disrespect.
Father, why are you so angry? Since I dare to say this, I obviously have proof. Call my witness.
Ariana Wu.
What do you know? Tell us the truth.
Your Honor, a few days ago, the old lady gave me a silver ingot and asked me to buy her a certain medicine. Your Honor, that's exactly what happened.
Ariana Wu.
Was that true?
Your Honor, Mary Qin has had a stroke and can't speak. Why not summon Evelyn, her personal nursemaid, for a confrontation?
Approved.
Your Honor?
Evelyn, Ariana has already confessed everything just now. Do you admit your guilt?
I
If you confess now, you might get a lighter sentence. Otherwise, the punishment will be even harsher.
was wrong. I admit my guilt.
Please, Master, have mercy.
Your Honor.
Thank you for your fairness, Your Honor. So can we move on to the next part? The case of them plotting against my mother.
Mary Qin poisoned her daughter-in-law. Jessica was her accomplice. The evidence is solid. Sentence Mary and Jessica 40 lashes each. Execution in 3 days.
Father, now the truth is finally out.
But she's your garnet mother.
Father, do you disagree with Lord Griffin Feng's verdict?
Duke Travis, do you think this official judged unfairly?
If you're sad, you can talk to me about it.
I'm fine. I've already moved past the hard part. Now I just feel relieved.
If your mother could see you now, she would definitely be proud of you. She'd be so happy. You really handled this fight beautifully.
I couldn't have done it without your help. Oh, right. How's your case going?
The verdict is out already. The sentence was handed down by Your Majesty personally.
What was the judgment?
Tyler Shang and Ruth Shang weren't involved in the case. They were only found guilty of poor parenting and had some of their property confiscated. Nicholas Shang was sentenced to exile. Karen Qin, as his concubine, Gishguan has to go with him. What's wrong?
There's something off about him.
You troublemaker. Get on your knees.
Father, what are you angry about this time?
We're not supposed to air our family's dirty laundry, but you just had to let everyone know, didn't you? Are you only satisfied if you completely ruin this family? Is that it?
Anyway, in your eyes, anyone or anything is more important than my life. So I have nothing left to say.
Do you really have to do this? No matter what, she's still your grandmother. How could you? How could you take her life?
If I hadn't fought back, I'd have been dead long ago. Would you be this angry if I died, Father?
You're being completely unfilial.
Since you think so little of me, Father, then I'll just take my mother's dowry and leave the house to live on my own. That way you won't have to be annoyed by me.
Stop right there. I haven't agreed to this yet. You're not allowed to leave.
Duke Travis, what exactly are you trying to do?
Your Highness, this is a family matter. Even you are a prince. You can't meddle in everything, can you?
See for yourself.
A marriage? A marriage has been granted?
From now on, Sara is my family. So tell me, do you think I have a say in this or not? She is the daughter of the Qin family. But none of you ever truly cared for her, not even for a day. If you won't cherish her, then I will. Hurry up. Take that to the other room.
Ugh.
What's going on here?
It's you guys.
Sorry, Your Highness. These two messed up. Sorry for disrupting your engagement. It's my fault for not keeping them under control. Why aren't you moving? Go.
Go. Go.
The person you asked me to look into before, I've found out who it is. He is working for Nicholas Shang.
And you?
I'm fine. I've already taken care of him. By the way, I also checked out the people around me. The ones left are all trustworthy.
What's wrong?
Nicholas Shang and Karen Qin were brutally killed by bandits.
In that case, I guess they finally got what they deserved. It's the only way to make up for all the terrible things they did.
Now you can finally let it go. The things you dreamed about will never come true.